Hello students, I Prabhat Sharma welcome you to the next topic of the accountancy. It relates to your rules of debit and credits. Now today I will discuss about the examples. Now note down the examples of the rules of debit and credit. Now here the first example is purchase computer. Computer is a asset, means purchase any kind of asset for the rupees of 40,000. So now you may observe here the computer is coming in the organization. So it increases the value of asset. So it will be debited. So you may see here the asset is with the name of computer is debited here with the 40,000. And now it is payable. If it is payable, because the amount is not paid, so the liabilities will be increased. Liabilities payable will be increased with the amount of 40,000 on the right side. So you may see the asset is increases with the 40,000, so has been put it down on the left side, and the liabilities payable has to be placed on the credit side. So when asset is increased, it is to be debited. When liability is increased, it will be credited. So the next example is purchase computer for cash. Now you may see here the last example indicate on credit. Now this example is leading with cash. So the cash is again referring the purchasing. Money flow is leading outside. So the money flow is leading outside. It means the cash is going down. When the cash is going down, it means it will be placed on the credit side. And the computer is coming again, it is to be placed on the debit side. So one asset is increasing, second asset is decreasing. So increasing asset is debited and decreasing asset is credited. Now come to the next example. Now the example is rendering the services, or you may say any goods of an account of rupees 20,000. So you may see here when the services is rendered, means the money is coming, it is a one part of the revenue. And the second is when it is rendered, now the amount is not received, it is receivable. So receivable is also a asset, and the earning is services, rendering is also the part of revenue. When the revenue is increases, it will be placed on credit side, and when the asset receivable is there, it will be placed on debit side. So the when asset is increases, to be debited, and when revenue is increases, to be credited. So the next example is paid the account to the suppliers. When paid word is there, it means the cash is paid to the creditors, means to the supplier. When cash is going out, it means the asset is decreasing with the name of cash. So it is to be placed on the credit side when the cash account is prepared. In the same manner is the accounts payable. Payables to the supplier. When it is supplier to paid, and that means the supplier is decreasing. When the supplier is decreasing, means the liability is decreasing. When it is decreasing, it is to be placed on the debit side. So the rule is referring when asset decrease, it is to be placed on the credit side. When the liabilities decrease, it is to be placed on the debit side. So the last example is paid salary to the employees with the amount of 20,000. Paid word is referring to cash, and cash is referring to asset, and the salary is referring to expense. So we are indicating here the cash is decreasing because the payment is done. So asset is decreasing, so it is to be placed on the credit side. When expenses, the name is salaries to the employees, it is also increases. When it is increasing, it is placed to the debit side. So I think it's clear to you. When decreasing the asset is, then it is to be credited, and when expenses is increases, then it will be debited. So overall, you should try to make understand about the when the assets and expenses are increases, it will be debited, and if decreases, it will be credited. When revenue, capitals and liabilities increases, it will be placed first on the credit side. When it is to be discharged off or to be go down, then it will be placed on the debit side. Thank you.